You wake up at 6:30 a.m. You check your email before you even get out of bed. You respond to 3 Slack messages while brushing your teeth. You skip breakfast because you don't have time. You work all day. You come home exhausted. And at the end of the month, your bank account looks exactly the same. Maybe worse. You feel busy. You feel responsible. You feel like you're doing everything right. But financially, nothing's moving. If that sounds painfully familiar, yeah, that's literally most people. My name is Zach, and I spend way too much time thinking about why hardworking people still struggle to build wealth. If you're someone who works hard, stays busy, and still wonders why your financial life isn't improving, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're talking about something that almost nobody explains clearly: the difference between being busy and being financially productive. And here's the thing: they are not the same. Not even close. Our culture glorifies being busy. I'm slammed. I've got so much going on. I'm grinding. But here's what most people don't realize. Busy is an activity level. Productive is an outcome. And those are very different things. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you earn $50,000 per year. After taxes, maybe you take home around $40,000. If you save $200 per month, that's $2,400 per year. At a 7% average annual return, which historically aligns with long-term stock market averages per data from firms like Vanguard. After 30 years, that $2,400 per year becomes about $226,000. Not bad. But now, let's change one thing. Instead of staying busy at the same job for 30 years, you spend 2 years learning a skill that increases your income by $15,000 per year. Now you're making $65,000. Let's say you invest that extra $15,000 instead of inflating your lifestyle. $15,000 per year at 7% for 30 years? That's about $1.4 million. Same hours in a day. Massively different outcome. This is where it gets really interesting. The difference wasn't working harder. It was directing effort toward income growth. That's financial productivity. Now you might be thinking, okay, Zach, but I have bills. I have responsibilities. I don't have time to just reinvent my career. I get it. But let's talk psychology for a second. Humans are wired to value immediate reward over long-term payoff. It's called present bias. Behavioral economists like Daniel Kahneman have studied this extensively. Busy feels productive because you respond to emails, dopamine hit. You complete tasks, dopamine hit. You check things off, dopamine hit. But financial productivity? That often looks boring. Studying after work. Negotiating your salary. Learning to invest. Building a side skill. There's no instant applause. So we default to what feels productive. But feelings don't compound. Money does. According to data from the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency expense without borrowing or selling something. That's not laziness. That's structural stagnation. Here's what most people don't realize. If your income grows at 2 to 3% annually, but inflation averages around 3% over time, you're not progressing. You're maintaining. Busy doesn't break that cycle. Financial productivity does. People assume loyalty equals income growth. It doesn't. Data from Pew Research Center has shown that workers who change jobs often see larger wage increases than those who stay put. But changing jobs requires updating skills, interviewing, negotiating, taking calculated risk. That's uncomfortable. So we stay busy instead. Let's talk leverage. If you work an extra 10 hours per week at $20 per hour, you earn $200 more. Linear growth. But if you create something once, like a digital skill, a certification, a business asset, that pays you $500 per month, that's $6,000 per year, without trading time directly for every dollar. This is where it gets really interesting. Financial productivity is about building systems. Busy is about maintaining effort. Here's what most people don't realize. Being busy can actually make you poorer. Why? Because busyness prevents strategic thinking. When you're constantly reacting, you never zoom out. You never ask, is my income scalable? Am I investing correctly? Could I negotiate? Should I relocate? Is my time allocated properly? You're surviving, not optimizing. Here are 5 practical shifts. 1. Track your time for 1 week. Not just money, time. Where are your highest ROI hours? 2. Identify 1 income multiplier. Skills certification, side consulting, sales training, technical upgrade. Something that increases your earning power. 3. Negotiate once per year. Even a 5% raise compounds dramatically. On $60,000, that's $3,000 per year. Invested over 30 years at 7%? Nearly $300,000. 1 conversation. 4. Automate investing. According to data published by firms like Fidelity, consistent investors significantly outperform those who try to time markets. Automation removes emotion. 5. Create think time. 2 hours per week. No distractions. Just strategy. This is where breakthroughs happen. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds good, but I'm exhausted. Totally fair. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The system is designed to keep you busy, not wealthy. If you don't deliberately carve out time for financial productivity, it won't happen accidentally. Look, I'm not saying stop working hard. Hard work matters. But hard work without strategy? That's just exhaustion. Being busy feels productive. Being financially productive changes your life. One builds stress. The other builds freedom. So here's your challenge. This week, identify 1 activity you're doing that feels productive but doesn't move your financial needle. Replace 1 hour of that with something that increases your earning power. 1 hour. That's it. Because the goal isn't to be busy. The goal is to build leverage. The goal is to create options. The goal is to design a life where money works harder than you do. If this helped you rethink how you're using your time, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below. Are you busy or are you financially productive? Let's start making that shift. I'll see you in the next one.